Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm on an out and about trek today over at Boisdale, would you believe? And I'm going to try some beers kindly donated by Mick Eade. Thank you very much. Range Brewing is a Queensland company. I haven't heard of these guys before, so I'm really honoured to be given a product that I wouldn't have tried probably otherwise. Very interested in what it's going to go like. And I think I need to take one. Mick Eade gave me a 4-pack, and it's looking really promising, to be honest. So I'll grab one out and I'll go and sit down on the little table over here, and we'll try one, shall we? Now I'm in this little tiny town called Boisdale, and then, as you guys might know, I do a YouTube channel called Where in the World is Pierre? Hang on, just get you in a better angle. And the good thing about it is I get to see little towns and check the small country towns around that I have never been to, and I try to enjoy it as much as I possibly can. So, like I said, Michael Eade, or Mick Eade, very, very awesome guy who follows the channel massively, and also runs the Facebook group, the Simple Homebrew Facebook group. If you guys don't know what that is, check it out. It's on Facebook. There's 33,000 members now, and it's still growing strong. We're pretty strict with what we post and what goes on there, so I think that's why it's a little bit popular, but that's why I do it. It's called Range Remixed. It's a burrito hour, 10% ABV, and it's 440ml. I'm not going to drink the whole thing. I'm going to walk around town here after I have half of it, let it warm up, and try it again later after I finish walking around town, checking out the old place, really. Also, Mick gave me a glass, and unfortunately my wife put a hand in it to clean it and cracked it. So I've got that on display at home now. And thank you, mate, for it. Luckily, though, I went to Gippsland Brewing Co. And the guys down there are just awesome. They saw me pop in. They said, quick, grab a glass, it's yours, free of charge. So they give me a good new tasting glass. And this is a Gippsland Brewing Co. tasting glass. And I'm going to try this Range Brew beer, Burrito Hour, right now with. So like I said, it's 10% alcohol volume. And, I'm not recording. Yes, you are. Sorry, my other camera's recording the background. It's quite a nice day today, I can tell you. It's so far 19 degrees Celsius. We've had 30-degree days. It is coming up. We're going to have 30-degree days for the next week or so. So 32, 33, 34 Celsius, that is. And looking forward to it. I don't mind the warm weather. You know, we'll open this can if I can. It's a bit struggle. There we go. Now, what are we looking for? Looking at, let's see. Come back. Right, that's what they look like. Whew, look at the colour of it. It's very cloudy. Range Brewing. Oh, not all of it. You're not supposed to drink the whole thing, you dill. Look at the colour of that. It's so cloudy and it looks creamy, to be honest. Very, very interesting. A bit of a breeze blowing if you can hear it, but it's probably not going to affect you because I'm using this mic. By the way, I drowned my other mic, so $140 down the drain. It's no, I'm not happy about it, but what can I do? I still got one, and I do have a spare Rode mic system that isn't as good as this one, but I can cope with one. That's all I need. All right, let's smell it. Oh, creamy. Wow, it's malty creamy. Does it say anything about this? It's got a heap of hops in it. It's got loaded with Citra, Incognito, Hop Keef. I thought that should be Hop Thief. Hop Keef, okay. Sub-Zero Nelson Savin, Hop Keef, Sub-Zero Motueka, Kashmir, Simcoe Cryo, and Motueka. Oh, I'm saying it wrong, but you know, you guys can correct me if you like. This is brewed in, where is it? Newstead in Queensland, and it's called Range Brewing. It's a company that creates this product, and I'm really looking forward to trying it. The smell is, like I said, very hoppy, of course, but it's a sweet hop. It smells sweet, and it smells a little bit bitter, this is my opinion on the smell, and I've got a kind of a malty smell as well. It really is a massive schmack in the nose, as you would put it. Like I said, it's 10%, so I'm gonna have to walk around town and burn this off a little bit. Let's try it, shall we? Oh, wow, what's that? There's some flavours in this. Oh, it made me shiver. We're looking at, I can taste cream, actual cream. It smells, it tastes, yeah, creamy, like cream. It's weird, isn't it? Almost butter. I'm getting pineapple big time. Some, oh, what's that? Oh, hang on. What's that? That's someone's coming. They're coming in here. Nope, they're not. They're going past. I'm getting, hang on, cars are going by. Definitely big pineapple. Oh, kiwi fruit. No, kiwi fruit I'm getting. It's a kiwi fruit flavour. No worries, mate. And what else we got? Wow, it's sweet, bitter at the same time. This is good. It's really right up on what should be tasted. Contains approximately 3 standard drinks. No, there isn't. I could look it up, see what else they can say. I would like to really give you the flavours, but I can't think of the flavours that are there. But there are a lot of different flavours coming through. There is citra, I'm getting orange, a little bit of lemon, mandarin. Burrito Hour is a creation that we've blended together for our Remix 2024. The beer features a blend of 2 insane collabs, both with all-time hop homies from Brackett and Sydney. We love both Hop Burrito and After Hours so much that we thought we'd put them together. Okay. Super like giving it an insane milky haze, which it's got, and it tastes milky as well with the what I feel is cream. It's very soft on the tongue, as well as bitter. The base is super light, giving it an insanely milky haze. You know we love. On the nose, it says it's got passion fruit. Actually, now if I come think of it, no, I'm not getting the passion fruit. That's all right. Nectar, passion fruit nectar. It is almost out of control, exploding out of the glass with intensity that will immediately let you know how hoppy this beer is about to be. Take a sip and prepare for the tidal wave of immensity of tropical hits, featuring dense mango. I'm getting mango. Tropical fruit salad. Yeah, lychee. I'm getting lychee out of that. There's a bug in there. Get off, mate. You don't need. Oh, he's in the beer. Yeah, geez. No, he's not. Yep, getting a lychee flavour. Very sweet now. It's settling down a bit. Not as bitter anymore. Mango big time, creamy. What do they say here? Syrup, lychee syrup. Yeah, just tastes lychee. Fresh orange zest, yes, of all time. The finish is thick, saturated, and lasts forever. Yeah, it's really good. That's their right up. Gluten, barley, wheat. Yeah, it's got wheat and all that flavour, so it's really good. This is a great beer. Very nice. Very happy with it. Mick, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to taste. Oh, would you call it a beer? I know it's supposed to be a beer, but is it more like a fruit smoothie? Nah, you wouldn't have to taste a fruit smoothie like this, especially with the alcohol that's in it. But yes, it's very, very good, and I'm enjoying it immensely, to be honest. All right, I'm going to go for a walk around town. Bloody flies. Show you a bit around the town and let this beer warm up in the can. I'll sit it in my car, so it'll warm up pretty quick. And come back to it and see what it tastes like in maybe an hour's time and see if it tastes any different. I'll give you a bit of a hint on how good it is or how bad it is afterward. Cheers, guys. We'll see you in 5. So right now I'm in a little recreation reserve. Oh, geez, those flies. The flies are going to really drive me nuts today. So what we got is basically a little town that has less than 300 people living in it. It did peak at about 470, 480 people in the 30s and then just dropped because, there was droughts and all kinds of things that went wrong here. The houses are mostly original and they look very, very like it too. So, Uniting Church Building, 1921. Mrs. Askin Foster donated the block of land to the Presbyterian Church. The church was officially opened on the 25th of January, 1922. That's it there. Hope they don't mind me filming their now home. But that's it. It's been around for a very long time. We've got the big general store here. Now, there is a plaque here that looks like the housing or residence, and next to it is the actual store. In May 1902, G.H. Kane, architect of Sale, called the tenders for the erection of the brick shop dwelling and bakehouse for Mr. A.M. Foster. This was one of the first buildings erected in the township. It is now a private residence, so try not to impede on their privacy, but look at this old building. Boisdale 1902 General Store. That's what the sign says up there, even though it's really hard to read. Okay, I'm going to fly my drone. I'm going to actually fly it over the town a little bit, do some filming. And I'm going to try the beer at the same time. Now it's warmed up. First, I'll set up. See if this goes. Right. Can't you see? Fly. Move that out of the way so it doesn't hurt me. Okay. Use when it's in flight. Okay. Hi. Just letting you do it now. Any wires around? Nope. Okay, let's have a look at this town. So I can see the camera. Now I don't need to fly too far. Just need to film the town from above. Big over where I'm sitting. I'm going to try this while I'm doing that. It's warmed up significantly. Wow, Mick was right. It's got a whole heap of different flavours coming through now. Now that it's warm, recording? Yes. Now that it's warm, it's given me a whole heap of new abilities to taste different things. So it has a sweeter taste now. The bitterness is in the background. I'm sorry, I yelled then, fly went in my ear. I'm just going to quickly move my drone forward. Wow, this is interesting. So I do not normally fly like this, but today I am. Okay, I'm going to bring the zone down. This is the main road into the town. This is the main town. How cool is this? Look, we're over the highway, over the road at the moment. Fly in the face. I just want to do a quick zoom up with 51% battery, just with the lens, and fly forward to come back to me. There we go, we're going down the main road. So that's our town. This is the town of Traralgon. This is the town of Boisdale. And I'm really enjoying myself. There's the zoo. I can see the drone from here. Right down the road. I will turn to the left and come back to me now. There's me. There's my car. And you can hear it coming back. It's above me now. Where is it? Oh, went over. I overshot. I did. Wish I'll come down. Can't see me yet. There's me. I will fly it forward and bring it back to the table. Oh, we landed here. And that's it. That's our drone footage of the town, and really enjoyed surfing this town and checking it out. Really think that you guys should visit little towns like this yourself. Check it out. Pay some money, spend. I mean, there's no shop here. There was nothing to spend money into, but it brings attention to little towns like this and helps people think or feel that they can upgrade their own little townships, make it more memorable, and keep the history. This is what's real important. This is a historic town, been here for a very long time. The biggest history of it is the dairy industry. So they pretty much had like 6,000 heads of cow all over in these paddocks around here, and bred, made milk, made cheese, made all kinds of dairy products, and it thrived for a very long time. And I think everyone here in this country should praise their history, and it's really, really awesome. So brewers, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thank you to my patrons for letting me have the time to actually do this. Thank you to Goodland Brewing for getting a new cup. Bloody fly, wanted to have a drink. Thank you, Mick Eade. I appreciate your supplying me with some of these spectacular beers. Absolutely brilliant. And if you guys want to be part of the channel, please do. I've got Patreon. I have it for as little as $1 a month. You can get to see videos before I post them. And I also have a Simple Home Brew group, which Mick runs mostly, and with his friend Daniel. And really appreciate you guys too. Thank you very much. And we shall see you in the next brew. There's one coming. Oh, that's good. When it's warm, when beer's warm like that, after you tasted it freezing cold, it has a whole new flavour to it. It actually lost a couple of flavours and brought in some new different ones. It was really interesting. Anyway, good beer, good day. Cheers.